One of the things that we neglect, we youth of these days, is actually learning to know ourselves. We do not chase that knowledge because whatever is happening outside, all the actions, all the decision you make, whatever you say, whatever you do, or wherever you go in life, it's all based on who you are in the inside. And our decision, or whatever we do, whatever we're trying to achieve, sometime it has to come from within. It has to come from an understanding of who you are. We have allowed our decision, or our thoughts and decision, being directed by the outside world instead of being taken from within. It just means that sometimes we have trouble in our daily life, in everything that we do, even in our decision making, because we do not listen to what is within. And to listen to what is within, you need to know what is within. You need to know yourself. You need to be able to connect with that yourself. Like the way Eckhart Tolle talk about it in being in the moment now, to feel that is within the being inside. We need to be able to understand ourselves from the being within, because it is going to determine whether you are making a good choice, either of partner, you're going to business, or your purpose in life. That knowledge, I think when you are single, one of the most important things that a single person can do, I believe, is to arm himself with knowledge of the word, knowledge of, like this famous pastor Dr. Miles Monroe put it, that people need to arm themselves with knowledge before getting into a relationship, and especially the knowledge of themselves. And like God himself, or the Bible himself said, like when God was saying, my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. And here especially is knowledge about yourself first. You of course, knowledge of all this that make a relationship, knowledge of all this that make or builds a good and happy, healthy relationship. But first of all, first step, knowledge of yourself, who you are. I'm coming back on this again. I'm sure I have spoken about it in many videos, but I believe is the key thing. I believe is one of the most important things in our lives. So I don't know if you are out there right now trying to get into a relationship, trying to seek or trying to find someone. Do you know yourself enough? Do you know yourself? Do you know anything about relationship? Do you know how to choose a partner, or what to look for, or what match you? Do you know you? That's just the question. Then knowing you follows with accepting you. Knowing you, accepting you, and being selfish. This type of selfishness is not really selfish. I don't know if there's a word to define it. That I know myself so much that some people will say, I know myself so much and what I want that I can see bullshit. And I think this is one of my friend's quotes. I don't know if it's from a book or from a specific place, but I really love the way she said it. It was like, sometimes you have knowledge of yourself so much that you can see bullshit from afar. Let me just call it self-love. I don't know if there's a word for it, but it's choosing yourself, or knowing yourself so much that you don't allow some certain BS, let me just say it like that, some certain things to come close in your life. Do you know yourself?